Hello everyone and welcome to this, my Laurel and Hardy DVD collection part 4. And this time I'm going to be showcasing all my European sets, and there's quite a lot of them from Germany, from France, from Holland, all over the place. So let's get started. And so here we have my complete Laurel and Hardy European collection sets. We have the German sets in front here. We have some more foreign sets over there, and a couple of DVDs extra as well. So we'll go through these box sets one by one. I'm not going to go into too much detail over what's in each box set because that would take forever. But we'll go through these boxes individually first. So let's get started. So as you can see, we have the first collection 1, 10 DVDs of Laurel and Hardy, or Dick and Doof as they are known in Germany, presented by Kino Welt. And this is very reminiscent of the 21 disc box set that we get in the UK that has been re-released. They come in 21 slim case DVDs now. But this is the set, and on the back it gives you an idea of what is contained within. Of course, it is in German, so it is going to be difficult to understand unless you speak the language and can read German. But it's a nice set altogether, and if we take off the cover, here are the 10 DVDs that you get inside. And to give you a little overview of what you get, so obviously this features the film A Chump of Oxford, and of course this does have some short films as well. So everything that you expect to see in the English 21 disc set, you will get in these 3 box sets here. It also contains, as you can see here, Fra Diavolo, the Devil's Brother. And you can see that all these come in beautifully designed cases, but it also contains a heck of a lot more bonus features than the UK version does. It contains Stan and Ollie shorts that are not presented on the 21 disc box set. It contains documentaries including When Comedy Was King. It also has best of moments of Laurel and Hardy on here as well. Some feature films featuring the boys. As you can see, this is a collection of shorts as well on this disc, as well as some Charlie Chase comedies as well, some silent films of Charlie Chase that are very difficult to find elsewhere. So if you want it for the bonuses, this is definitely a great set to pick up. And now moving on to collection 2 with another 10 DVDs, so there's 30 DVDs in all. So yeah, other than the fact that it does have an amount of short film extras, documentaries, bonus features, some extra feature films that are not featured on any other Laurel and Hardy complete box set, the films of Laurel and Hardy are exactly the same as you would see in the UK set. They're derived from pretty much exactly the same sources, although I will say that out of the two, the German set definitely has an improvement on the remastering quality. It does look sharper and cleaner on these German sets, and of course it also contains Flying Deuces, which is not on the UK set. And there we go, we've got some more shorts. As you can see, we have Tit for Tat and Them The Hills on this particular set, and a few more here. As you can see, that is from an outtake from Their Purple Moment, Come Clean, County Hospital. So you get the idea. They're quite sporadically laid out across these DVDs, mixture of silence and feature films. And short films, of course. And then we have a best of Laurel and Hardy disc here. And then here is a film featuring Laurel and Hardy and John Wayne, which, like I said, is not a film that is released within the UK set. So, you know, for these sort of extras, it might be worth investing in this. They have recently reissued this set. They've reissued it before. This was the second edition reissue, but they have reissued it again in a much more compact box set. So it might be worth looking to get it from there. You would have to get it from either the German Amazon or maybe even eBay might be selling them if you wanted to obtain these sets. And here we go with collection 3, 10 DVDs again, really nice covers, very sturdy box. And here are the last 10 DVDs in the German set. So we have That is obviously an iconic scene from a movie that we all know. If you do not know this film whilst you're watching this video, then obviously you have not watched Laurel and Hardy. And same with this one, of course, Sons of the Desert. One significant thing about this German set is that the silent film that features on here, We Fall Down, does have a original, not Vitaphone, but it does have an original record soundtrack that was made alongside this film for public release. Now, the English and the Dutch set, and I think also the French set, do not feature the original 1928 soundtrack. This DVD in particular does have We Fall Down with the original 1928 soundtrack. So this DVD, you can buy this individually. You can buy all these DVDs, I think, pretty much all of them individually, and you can get this one separately if you just wanted it for that short to have the original music with it. But this is the only one of the UK and foreign sets, European foreign sets, that have the original soundtrack. And there's the Bohemian Girl. As you can see, it is a lovely DVD set. And there's Swiss Miss. And also they obviously feature extra short films on them as well. This is a short film selection, so it has Helpmates, Brats. I don't think this set features the original 1930 soundtrack of Brats. I think it's just the 1936 or 37 reissue. We got Laughing Gravy and Be Big. Some more shorts here, including Blotto, Come Clean. So it's a lovely little set, like I said, and that's My Wife, which is of course a silent film, Oliver the Eighth. And like I said, all of them have lots of bonus features. Now, what's quite interesting about this DVD set is it has Below Zero on this DVD. Now, Below Zero is derived from a different print, I believe, to the UK and other European sets, and even the American set. Unfortunately, on this particular DVD, there are a couple of sound sync issues, which is a problem with the mastering onto DVD rather than the films themselves. But yeah, Below Zero, this is worth getting just to have a newer print of this. I do think it is a slightly different print, and I think it's a slightly cleaner print with not as much cropping going on. And of course we get Zenobia in this set, which is an Oliver Hardy and Harry Langdon movie, which was made whilst Stan and Ollie were on hiatus from the Hal Roach Studios. And yeah, that's a nice little film to have. These all have German language and subtitles. You can remove all the language and subtitles and have the original UK audio. The original UK titles will be on it, or US titles really, because they were made obviously in the US. The only problem is one film, Putting Pants on Philip, you cannot remove the subtitles off of that for some reason, but that's the only one that does that. All the others you can. So that is a collection of Laurel and Hardy DVDs. It is essentially the UK Universal 21 disc box set, but with a heck of a lot more extras, slightly better remastering, and a few Charlie Chase, Our Gang, Stan and Ollie solo shorts as well. It is the most complete box set, and it's better remastered, I think I've already said. So that is the German sets out of the way. We'll now move on to the Dutch set. So here we are with the Laurel and Hardy Dutch set. Now this is exactly like the 21 disc UK Universal release and pretty much the same as the German release. It has all the films that those sets have. This one also does contain some bonus features. Well, it contains a whole bonus disc, which is different to the UK and German sets. This doesn't contain as many bonus features and extras as the German set, not by a long way, but it does have all the films that you expect to see in the UK and German set. But like the German set, these ones have been remastered much nicer than the UK set. So there we go. And there, if you can see, there is Stan and Ollie from Their First Mistake, and it says Silence, Talkies, Features, and bonus disc. And what's quite nice is obviously it is half spoken or written in English, so it's quite easy to see and navigate through these DVDs. 19 DVD set. It's the same there, but it's got a picture from Our Relations, and there's the top again from the film Our Relations, and underneath is just some information which is upside down for a start, but also it basically lists all the films that are featured in this set. So it is a lovely DVD set, and if we just go through, they're also categorized as well, which is really nice. So each one tells you what it is dedicated to, and for some reason the silent films are a little bit more sporadic. If you see on disc 1 and disc 2 what is featured on there, and then we have it split over 2 discs. Now, like I said, We Fall Down does not have the original soundtrack on this set, but I do believe this is my preferred one. Out of the German and the UK sets, this one is my favourite because they are virtually in release order for a start. They have been as well remastered as the German set. The only difference is they are not packed with features like the German set. So in that respect, the German set wins. But I still think that this overall, just purely for the movies, I think this is the best presentation you'll get, bar the fact we don't get We Fall Down with the soundtrack in this release. And then we go Silence 2. And again, you can have a look and you see what silents are featured on here. And then we come to the Talkies shorts. Now, these are in release order, which is nice. So from this point on, they're pretty much in release order. As you can see, Unaccustomed As We Are was their first talkie, and it continues on consistently from 1929 through to 1930. And we just have a little look. It's pretty much, and there's no booklets or pamphlets in this, it's just the discs. Then we have Talkies 2, and again we have the list between 1931 to 1932. And then we have Talkies 3, and again this is from 1932 up to their last talkie from 1935. And then we move on to the feature films, and here we go. There it is, and as you can see, this features Fra Diavolo, Pardon Us, Pack Up Your Troubles, Fra Diavolo, or The Devil's Brother, and Sons of the Desert. Now, I must comment on this. Pardon Us, that features on this release, is not the rediscovered extended version. This is the original 45-minute American release, and it hasn't been derived from the greatest source material. I think it came straight from the VHS transfers that came out in the late 80s, early 90s. But it is on here. It's just the cut down edited version that was originally released. If you do want the extended version, of course the German and the UK and the US set does have that. And then we have the next one, features 2, Babes in Toyland, Bonnie Scotland, which were not featured on the UK set, and I've got to say, I don't think Babes in Toyland or Bonnie Scotland are on the German set either. And then we have Features 3, which of course features the classic Way Out West, and it also has The Flying Deuces, which is not, of course, on the UK set. And then the final features, which features A Chump at Oxford, Saps at Sea, and it contains something here which I'm not entirely sure what that is. I think it's Be Big and Laughing Gravy, the French version, I believe. There are foreign versions of the German set, I believe, as well as the UK set. And the bonus disc is here, and it features some films that are not featured on the UK disc, like The Lucky Dog, Get 'Em Young, Stolen Jewels, Tree in a Test Tube. And then we've got Lauren Hardy on their tours around, and some audios and interviews here, which is a very nice little bonus feature to have. So that is the Dutch set, which like I said, I prefer. If I'm going to watch the sets between the German, UK and Dutch set, I tend to go for this one. I think overall this is the most definitive. It doesn't, like I said, have the features and extra shorts. The German one totally wins with that, but for the convenience of only being spread over 19 discs and 10 DVDs, I think that to me makes more sense in terms of space and all the rest of it. So now let's move on to our next box set. And so we have another release that came from Germany, I believe, and it is the Laurel and Hardy box set, special limited edition. And again, can't read what that says, but essentially there are 10 DVDs here, and this is different. It has the list of what there is on there, but this is really just a set of Laurel and Hardy solo efforts that are sort of difficult to find on other DVD sets. So as you can see, Larry Seaman features here, so there's some Larry Seaman shorts, and you get little picture cards as well, and they are the name of films that you get on this DVD set. If you are a staunch Laurel and Hardy fan or a completist, this might be something you want to invest in. If not, if you just like the Laurel and Hardy classic films, then maybe this is something you want to give a miss to. I don't regret getting this set, but I've got to be honest, I haven't really watched this box set very often, because of course I am much more of a fan of Laurel and Hardy's career stuff together rather than apart. But it is interesting to see certain films that feature in this set, especially films like from Larry Seaman, because we don't really have very much of Larry Seaman, and he was a great comic for his time. And once again, we have the features there. Then we get the original Wizard of Oz, which starred Harry Seaman and featured Oliver Hardy as the Tin Man, bizarre as it might seem. And there we go, and there's another advertisement. This is from Educational Pictures. And then the next DVD, of course, that is a picture from A Lucky Dog. There we go, The Lucky Dog, a Sunlight comedy. And it shows you what features on this DVD here. Next one up, I think again this is Fra Diavolo. It's not the nicest print that has ever been released of it. Yeah, it's not the nicest. There are better. Another print of Flying Deuces, which again, there's a little bookmark there from the Flying Deuces and a screen capture as well. Yeah, like I said, this print also of the Flying Deuces is not the best. The Blu-ray that came out by Network, I think, is the best version you'll see. Robinson Crusoe Land, aka Atoll K, which again this is not the greatest print, and it's not one of the greatest films either. And then lastly, I believe this is just bonus features. There's some interviews and home footage and that feature on here, and you've got a door notification there, and that is that set. That is the Laurel and Hardy collection there. Like I said, if you are a completist and a serious Laurel and Hardy fan, this is maybe something you want to pick up. If not, if you just like the classic Laurel and Hardy films, then give this one a skip. And here we have the final selection of my European Laurel and Hardy DVD sets. So we'll start off here. This is Fra Diavolo, The Devil's Brother. This is, I think, a German release. Now, in America, they did release these two films in a TCM set, but this is basically derived from that. It's even got the same menus as the TCM version, the TCM Archives collection, but this has just been released in Europe. That's all it is, with the new casing. But yeah, it's exactly the same print as you would get from the TCM Archives. So this is the best version out there of Fra Diavolo, The Devil's Brother, without a doubt. And then we have Bonnie Scotland, which again, I believe this might be a German release as well. I think it's a German release as well, of Bonnie Scotland, which was also, it's exactly the same. It has the same print, even the same menus as the TCM Archives collection that was released in the US. So it's exactly the same as that. And yeah, again, this is the best version you'll find, I believe. Either the TCM Archives you can get, or you can get these European versions, but they are the best versions you can get of the Laurel and Hardy films, Fra Diavolo and Bonnie Scotland. Yeah, you can remove subtitles and languages in English as well, the original soundtrack, etc. So it's worth getting. And then last of all, in the European set, we have the French release by Lobster and MK2. We have Laurel and Hardy, 58 shorts. These are, again, short films that featured Laurel and Hardy solo before they became the classic team that we know and love. So let's have a little look. So this is the first DVD, and this features 32 shorts, and there you go, you get a real extensive list of all the films that feature on here. This is the most comprehensive set you can find. It's in German, I'm afraid, so it's very hard to detect what films are on there, but I'm sure if you look on the wiki page or something like that, you'll be able to find out. I can't remember offhand. Here is disc 2 with Stan Laurel again, 16 more shorts. And this one has them written in English, so you can see the list of films that we have there. Some of them are and some of them aren't written in English, which is a little bit bizarre. And it gives you an idea of what you're getting in this set. Beautifully presented, it has to be said. And then we get the final disc, which is Oliver Hardy, which has 10 shorts. And we've got a little random booklet of the sort of things you can get. And there's the back. And again, if you open it up, it gives you a list, and some of them are in English, some of them aren't. Just have a little look through. 45 minutes from Hollywood, that's a very nice print. That's probably the best version I've seen of that. Yeah. And Along Came Auntie, which does, I think, originally feature on the UK 21 disc set, but this is a much nicer print of that film. So there we go. So that is the French set. And last but not least, although this is meant to be the European collection of Laurel and Hardy video, I have forgotten that I did have another US DVD release that I didn't show in my previous part. So this features Air Raid Wardens and Nothing But Trouble. This is from the US. And there is the DVD, the nicest possible prints you can see of these two films that they made at 21st Century Fox and MGM. These two films, I grew up watching these from quite a young age. I had them on video, so I have a sort of fondness for them, but they're definitely not Laurel and Hardy's best work. They are not equivalent to the work that they did at Hal Roach. So that's the last DVD, and that is pretty much my collection up to date. I have shown you my US, UK and European releases. That is my Laurel and Hardy collection. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me showcasing the rest of my Laurel and Hardy collection. That was the European sets. That's pretty much all of it now. I know that they're going to be releasing a US set in the coming months, if it's not delayed, and that is featuring newly remastered 35mm prints of some of their short films and feature films, which will be released on Blu-ray, which is very, very exciting. I will be pre-ordering that and hoping that I'll be able to get my hands on that lovely set. As one of the main reasons for me wanting this set is not only to see films like Way Out West, Helpmates, The Music Box in all their 35mm high definition 4K remastered beauty, but also because we are getting the most extended and most complete version of the silent film Battle of the Century. Now, this film has been in circulation for many years, but it has only been seen in fragments. The first 5-10 minutes of the short has existed for a long time on Home Movie, and then the pie fight has existed in fragments. Now we get the complete pie fight. I don't know if there's anything going on in the middle, because there is obviously the middle section that's considered lost. I don't know if any of that has turned up. Please leave your comments below if you have any info on that. But we are getting the most complete and most beautifully remastered version of Battle of the Century, so I am ecstatic to get my hands on that at some point. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share and comment, and give my bell a tap. Yes, get notifications of my videos coming up on my channel, and I will see you folks on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.